Yeah, it doesn't seem like the war against China is going particularly well for Japan here.
Attention. Pareil.
Hey, cool, we can create a collaboration government in places.
Yes, in some of the African colonies. Nope, that's everywhere. Wow.
How do you feel about Tahiti?
I think we actually need to occupy them to do those.
You should invade Tahiti.
You're the political guy. If that's what your command is.
Nah. I mean, God, I could use a vacation, but I just realized I don't even really know where Tahiti is. I'm Tahiti. Yeah, middle of French Polynesia. Got it.
Attention. Pareil. Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs. Écoutez.
Keep forgetting I can't edit the templates because we have no experience.
Pareil.
How do you like our chances of success here?
Getting a little nervous.
Yeah.
What I might end up doing is actually attacking the Germans around Maginot while they go for Poland. Just to get some experience that way. Because I don't think we'll ever be able to push them, and I don't think they'll ever be able to push us.
Ordre. Écoutez. Attention. Gardez vos rangs. Gardez vos rangs. Pareil.
I could go for a defensive focus and we can get that Weygand guy, or would you prefer to just stick to investing in the colonies?
I would just keep investing, I think.
Yeah, okay. Let's do Indochina next. They seem like a bunch of good eggs.
Yeah, so all of our troops right now are defending Africa. So Syria, Indochina are both somewhat vulnerable. But Indochina is only really vulnerable to Japan. We're not at war with Japan. And Syria is kind of protected by the British in Jordan. And Egypt. So you know what I should do is upgrade the railways over here.
Some guy from the council is saying, is this your first Hearts of Iron 4 game, Templin? No, but it will seem like that.
So I've been slowly moving troops around in Africa, but basically anything in the... Actually, I'll rename it. Colonial Theatre, that's all you.
Excellent. I accept responsibility reluctantly. We're going to call this Army Group Mark with a C, because we're French as hell over here. Okay, so what do I got? I got a bunch of colonial... We're using... Their symbol is a pawn? I don't like the optics of that.
Well, that's just because they're the weakest infantry unit we have.
We're changing their symbol to a skull with wings.
Okay. Which, funnily enough, is usually the symbol I use for my elite units.
We're gonna trick the Italians. They won't know.
It's a morale boost.
Wait, they're still pawns. Why are they still pawns?
Aux ordres.
Did I not save that?
Attention.
I would laugh if updating the symbol cost us army experience.
Oh god, no! It doesn't. You're fine. Right, I need to get back to sorting out the navy. Fate of Czechoslovakia.
To be honest, though, I kind of prefer the NATO symbols.
You turn them on?
Yeah, I mean, I do use them for basically everything else in this game right now, but I do like the skulls and the colonial guys. I think that's gonna really help them out.
Alright, so that is 12. "48 destroyers. We actually have a surplus. My goodness."
Promises of peace. Yeah, that seems like a good idea for 1939. I can promise you peace in our time.
I can promise you that some people will become pieces.
Oh, hey, I can get us up to partial mobilization, if you like. Or we can just wait till war economy at this point.
Probably best to just wait and probably just sit on 150 political power until we go to war.
All right. That'll
It
be
is
the
April
minimum then.
39. Alright, I am reluctantly going to have to start buying in some fuel, I think. Wow. Fantastic classes are in fact really good. They have tier 3 engines from the start.
Oh, yeah.
Huh. Well-named unit, apparently.
I'm investing in Indochina. I feel like they're going to be a grateful piece of the French Empire for years to come.
Sounds good to me. Alright, who do we want in charge of the big boats? I think that's going to be Darla. Charge of the submarines.
Whoa, I can choose the insignia of my army divisions? This is amazing. Or rather, my army groups.
Yes, you can.
That is so cool. This is one of those things where it's like there's no reason for this to be in the game, but I'm glad they incorporated it. I've been investing in Turkey heavily. Only now do I realize it was the country. I thought I was buying some poultry farms.
I'm very sorry to hear about the fact that you're not.
Yeah.
Oh no, Italy and Germany seem to be joining sides for some reason.
And the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact is out. Not a lot of word coming out of the Soviet Union. Hey, we captured a British agent. This says we have ways of making her talk, but I don't think we do. Hey, we don't have an agency.
Alright. Military factories are now fully worked on. We have 70 civilian factories. I'm feeling pretty good about that. And I think I'm going to make some more of those Fantastique classes, because they were pretty good.
Fantastique. So what was so great about these things? They had
Tier 3 engines. They're just super fast.
They got places to be.
Which, considering they're a Tier 1 destroyer, is quite amazing. It's like you've strapped a jet engine to a go-kart.
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. Asterix New Zealand asking, did you get a Bourbon or a Napoleon on the throne? I don't know, we got an Orleans, I guess, guy?
I was going to say neither of those.
Yeah. Duke of Orleans. Daily support for unaligned, +10. He's kind of boring, right? You don't even have your own ideology. You're just unaligned.
I mean, yes, unaligned in this now kind of means monarchist, but generally, yes. Old school, traditionalist.
What a waste. All right, we got investments in Indochina almost done. There it is. And nice. Next we'll do Algeria and France. And that should be all of them.
Oh, fantastic. That's really good.
Yeah.
Now let's just hope that we're not kicking ourselves for having missed something obvious.
Oh, I've missed pretty much everything, so it's all on you.
You're taking the blame for any political stuff. If there's a military blunder, then I'm still blaming you.
Oh my god. I mean, as king, the buck stops here, I guess, right?
Certainly not. As king, you never take the blame. Infallible, actually, yeah, I believe is the word.
Yeah, the buck stops at my assistant. Jerry. You know how he is.
Damn it, Jerry.
What have you done?
I'm happy to report we now have 226 heavy tanks.
Hell yeah.
I just wish we could assign them to an army.
Is it going to be enough for like one division though?
Probably 2 or 3 actually.
Oh wow, okay. Okay, so the idea is when Germany's invading Poland, we invade, try to do something in Moselland. Moselland? Get the army experience. unleash hell in the Mediterranean, and see how it goes. Oh, and I'm gonna take over Italian Africa.
I'm being told that the secret to naval success is to have at least 10 submarines for every 1 surface ship. Can't possibly fail. Oh dear.
It's
Let's
happening.
slow things down. It's happening. There it is. Now, we don't actually have a guarantee on Poland, so I am hoping that Britain got caught in. Although we are not actually allied to Britain either.
The system works.
So what we could, I guess, do is guarantee, like, Belgium?
All right. No, we can't. Can only guarantee non-aligned nations. We could do...
Which Poland was. Damn it. Luxembourg?
We got a guarantee on Romania.
Yeah, that doesn't help us.
All right, let's... Luxembourg. Nope, we can't do Luxembourg. Are the Soviets neutral? No, they are not. Okay. Yeah, Luxembourg is out. Belgium is out. The Netherlands are out.
Oh, because we won't utilise the leagues, we can't go with Britain. Ah. So Orleanist is really independent, which is why it can create its own faction, the anti-fascist bloc. Duh.
Okay. Well, is it necessarily a terrible thing that we're getting not called into the war?
No, because this does buy us a bit more time to build stuff, but I had kind of wanted to attack Germany while they have nothing on the Maginot line.
Okay.
Because this still means I can't put any heavy tanks into any units for a little bit longer.
What about Spain? How do you feel about Spain?
Spain tends to stay neutral until like right at the end of the game.
Well, we could justify war against them.
True.
If your heart is set on attacking somebody, I mean.
Oh, it's not. I was more thinking defensive. This is why I want guarantees rather than justifications. Because you lose a bunch of stability if you get into an offensive war, and you gain war support if you're in a defensive war.
Interesting. Okay. I guess I should maybe speed it up a bit then, eh?
Yeah, go back to speed 4.
All right.
It's giving me time to retrain my armoured units. I realised the template was garbage and needed to get rid of it.
Oh, I can guarantee the independence of Yugoslavia. How's that?
That works. Yeah.
All right, we are in.
Awesome. I'm still having supply issues here.
Well, that sounds like a military issue.
Yeah,
Hardly my fault.
I think it's because I need a supply hub a little bit closer to the mountains.
I keep investing in Turkey. I have no idea why, and I have seen nothing come out of it. They're like, hey, do you want to invest? And I say, sure. And then it goes away, and then a couple years go by, and they're like, hey, how do you feel about investing in Turkey again? And I say, yeah, absolutely. But nothing happens.
It does. A decision becomes available where you can send them industry.
Okay, but what do I get out of it?
The potential for Turkey to join us in the future, basically.
Oh. Well, I had to make an executive decision.
Can I lend lease to Poland for army experience? No, because they have no port anymore. That would have been a good idea, though. Although I could lend lease to Britain, or maybe send an attaché. Kind of expensive. Or an attaché to China. You know what? That might be a good idea. Yeah, why don't we send an attaché to China?
Oh, already?
Because that's going to get us some army experience.
Regular China or other China?
Nationalist China. So China.
Alrighty. Got it. Attaché is on the way.
Nice.
They will not accept.
Really? Nobody wants France's help.
They declined. They're better off alone, they seem to think.
Need to improve relations with them until they are plus 20 for them to accept. It shows you how often I use military attaches. I think this is literally the first time.
Yeah, well, we can't improve relations with them. They're not terrible at the moment. I mean, they're not great, but...
I would say probably worth the cost.
Alright, let's do it to it.
That's the last of the investments. Heck yeah.
Alright, let's do colonial... No, let's do that extra research slot.
That's a lot of civilian factories. Wow. That would be 8 free civilian factories. Yeah. There goes Poland. Sorry, Poland.
They died as they lived. Between Russia and Germany.
Oh, good grief. They're going after them already? Quick. Send the cavalry. It would seem that our border on Belgium is a little bit weak.
Okay, I guess I'll go back up to 4, but yeah, alright.
Maybe Spain's not so much of a problem. Actually, this kind of screwed the Germans because they can't just go straight through Belgium to attack us because we're not at war, which is allowing me to move troops up.
Maybe Belgium will push them back. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
They might have this.
Anything could happen.
There was a great movie about the invasion of... I guess it was the Netherlands, actually. Starred the guy who played Euron Crozai in Game of Thrones. I forget what it was called. I think it was just named after the day it happened.
Don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, if you want a movie recommendation, try and figure out what the hell I'm talking about and then watch that. Oh, British going after Italy in the Mediterranean.
Yes, they are. And the fight over Egypt seems to be pretty lively. Which again kind of plays into Italy's hands because they're not having to deal very much with our front over there.
Right. So we've screwed over the UK.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's kind of a victory in itself.
Mission accomplished.
We did it.
Yeah, see if we can do the attaché with China now. Apparently that should be
Alright, on it. I completely forgot about that, so I'm glad you mentioned it.
We can thank chat for that.
They're into it.
Sweet. Oh yeah, give me that experience.
Okay, the people I can't pronounce have issued a diplomatic protest. Meijang, maybe. They don't like the attachés. They demand we recall them. No. Our attachés will be sent where we please.
There we go. I approve. Fantastic class. I want to upgrade you.
kind of wish we had a bit more intel just so we can see what's going on, but
Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
yeah, we'll have to make do.
Well, the Germans haven't flooded our front lines yet, so
It's a good sign.
yeah. See, promises of peace. We should have made them. They would have been true.
Yeah, we would have been telling the truth.
Oh, hey, we have loads of war support now. We can go up to... Oh, no. Right, that was partial mobilization. Nah, wait for war economy.
Yeah.
We discussed that one already. Who did we pick for our officer corps? We haven't yet. We haven't had the experience to do anything. So
All right, enjoy another research slot. There it is.
Ooh, research. Don't mind if I do.
You earned it. We here in the government think you're doing a great job building heavy tanks for no reason.
It's those military contracts, man. I can't get off of them.
Yeah, like all the heavy tanks are being built in the same like district that elected the king, so we can't stop.
Exactly.
Dracoran saying, I presume we will research nukes to break through the German trench lines. I don't know. What do you think, Mr. Viking?
I think I was just going to move the mobile Maginot and just keep moving it forwards and moving it forwards and moving it forwards until there's no Germany left to move through.
Yeah, that works for me. How often in your playthroughs do you use nuclear weapons?
Never.
Really?
Nope.
Not a fan?
Nope. Mostly because if the player starts using nukes, then that triggers a flag, which means the AI can then use them. And they will nuke anything where you do not have air cover.
I see.
Which means you need to micro everything to make sure you have air cover everywhere.
That's fair. Well, good on you for rising above mutually assured destruction.
Yeah, exactly. I used to use them really, really rarely, like when the game first came out, but
yeah,
I haven't for probably like 5 years.
For those who care, I got a video coming out about that sometime soonish.
Oh yeah?
About escalation theory and like the conflict ladder and all that stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Écoutez.
Any slight spoilers, you know, to get people through the door?
I don't know. There's this conception out there that we come at it from a sci-fi perspective. So the idea is like once you have orbital bombardment, planetary invasions are no longer possible or like necessary or desirable because you can just nuke the enemy from orbit and they'll surrender. And I think that's incredibly flawed. And I'm going to spend 40 minutes telling you why, whether you want to hear about it or not. But yeah, there's some video on YouTube called like planetary invasions are redundant or something like that. And I was like, I don't agree with any of this. This guy's completely wrong. So it's like my response or something.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Those response videos are often really interesting. Like, okay, get both sides of the argument. That's cool.
Well, I mean, it's not really like an official response. I'm not going to call this guy out, but I'm just like, this is an interesting thing to talk about. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I think.
January 1940, still nothing from the Germans. Have we officially managed to sit this one out?
Yeah.
What a riveting series. Hearts of Peace.
This is the most successful Hearts of Iron stream I've ever been a part of, so I'm thrilled.